any skill, do any discipline. I mean, you can do it all. When this how and the why, or when the why starts to grow, the how gets simple. How to get whatever you want. That's the title of the next set of notes. How to get whatever you want. Here's what it says if you're ready. It says, ask, that's it. End of notes. Ask. If there's one art in life to learn extremely well, that's got to be one of them. The art of asking. What does ask mean? Ask means, what do you want? And the formula is staggering. It says ask and what? A guy ought to look into that. See, you've got to be better than a good worker. You've got to be a good asker. Now, let me give you 3 key points on asking and receiving. This can do it. Number 1, asking is the beginning of receiving. I want you to ponder these 4 questions. Here's the first one, and that's why. Why pay the price? Why work this hard? Why go this far? Why try to learn this much? Why develop yourself to the full? Why try to become all that you can possibly become? That's a good question, why? And you're the only one personally that can answer that question for yourself. You've got to have your own list of whys. Here's what I want you to do when you go home after you've left this extravaganza. Work on your list of whys. One of the big thrusts for success is to come up with a strong enough why. In leadership training, here's what we learn. If the why is powerful, the how is easy. Some people never will have much. They're too cautious. Now, you can also be too reckless, but you can also be too cautious. This is called the timid approach to life. I used to say, what if this happens? It's called the language of the poor. What if this happens? And on top of that, if this was to happen, look at the fix I'd be in. I better not try. When I finally discovered it's all risky. The minute you were born, it got risky. If you think trying is risky, wait till they hand you the bill for not trying. See, it's all risky. Getting married is risky. Having children is risky. Going into business is risky. Investing your money is risky. It's all risky. I'll tell you how risky life is. You're not going to get out alive. And I had one of the greatest lessons I ever learned, and I'm about to share it with you. This will be worth the price of being here today if you can capture what I'm about to share with you. Here's what Mr. Schultz said. Set a goal to become a millionaire. And he said, here's why. For what it will make of you to achieve it. And I got one of the greatest classes in one sentence I've ever received in my life. Set a goal that'll make you stretch that far. For what it will make of you to achieve it. What a brand new reason for setting goals. And here's why. The greatest value in life is not what you get. The greatest value in life is what you become. Poor people usually spend their money and invest what's left. That's the philosophy of the poor. Now here's the philosophy of the rich. Rich people invest their money and spend what's left. And here's the startling answer. It really doesn't matter what the amount is. What's most important is not the amount. What's really important is the philosophy. So I would ask you to adopt this philosophy of spending after you have invested. Invest. The first question to ponder when you go home is why. Here's another good answer to why. It's the second question. Why not? Why not see how much you can earn? Why not see how much you can learn? Why not see how many skills you can develop? Why not see what kind of person you can become? Why not see what kind of influence you can have? Why not see how many people you can rescue from oblivion? I want you to take that personal. Why not? Why not? Now here's number 3. Why not you? I wish I could say that to each of you individually, but it would take a couple of lifetimes to sit down and talk with each of you individually. But I want you to take it personal. And my personal question to you is, why not you? Asking starts a unique process, mental and emotional. I don't even know how it works. All I know is it works. It's like pushing a button and all this machinery starts working. I don't know how. It just works. There's a lot of things you don't need to know how. Just work them. Some people are always studying the roots. Others are picking the fruit. I mean, it depends on what end of it you want in on. Asking is the beginning of receiving, so start the process. Here's number 2. Receiving is not the problem. Receiving is automatic. Now, if that's true, receiving is not the problem, what's the problem? Failure to ask might be one of your major problems. I don't know. Check it out. The guy says, oh, now I see it. I got up last year and hit it every day, but there's not a scrap of paper with my goals on it. Good work, poor ask. So you got to change that. Here's number 3. Receiving is like the ocean. There's plenty. Success is not in short supply. It isn't rationed, and you stepped up to the window and it was all gone. No, no, no. It's like an ocean here. Now, if that's true, what's the problem? Well, some people go to the ocean with a teaspoon. Have you got the picture? Take full responsibility for what happens to you. It's one of the highest forms of human maturity, accepting full responsibility. It's the day you know you've passed from childhood to adulthood, the day you accept full responsibility. I used to have that long list of reasons why I wasn't doing well. I used to blame the government. I used to blame taxes. Look what you got left after they take everything. And they expect you to do well. I used to blame the weather. I blamed the traffic. I used to blame my car. I blamed the manufacturers. See, I used to blame everything outside. And then let me give you a little philosophy that helped turn my life around. For your notes, here it is. It's not what happens that determines the quality or the quantity of your life. It's not what happens. It's what you do that changes everything. You've got the brains. You can make decisions. You can study the plan. You can change your life. You can grow immensely in the next few years. You can make your dreams come true. You can build a financial wall around your family nothing can get through. You can become healthy. You can become powerful. Why not you? And I'm here to say that I'm ready to pledge my support to make your personal dreams come true. I asked the question, why not you? But I'm not going to ask it and just walk away. I'm going to ask it and walk with you. And now here's my last question. My very last question on the questions to ponder is, why not now? There never was a better time. Take this dream and not let it die. Take this dream and give it life. Take this dream and breathe into it your own personal spirit until finally it becomes a flame that burns around the whole world. Let's go do it now.
Or, not just myself, but 2, 3, 4 getting together to accomplish something unique.
Now let me give you the secret. Show said, here's the secret, Mr. Rohn. Learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Once I got that, it turned my life around. Learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. He said, if you work hard on your job, you'll make a living. If you work hard on yourself, you can make a fortune. If you would have known me at age 25, you would have said, Jim Rohn's a hard worker. If you'd have known me, you'd have said that. I'm the guy, I don't mind coming a little bit early, staying a little bit late, I don't mind that. You'd have said, well, Jim Rohn's a hard worker. You say, well, how come he's got pennies in his pocket and nothing in the bank and behind on his promises? Well, I was a hard worker, but I was working hard on my job, not on myself. I'm telling you, if you'll learn that simple little principle and start the process today, latest tomorrow, I'll give you tonight to think it over. Something to pull you beyond that year. So if you want something to pull you through all kinds of challenges, all kinds of difficulties and things that come at you, you got to have something on out there beyond today, beyond next week, beyond next month, beyond this year, that pulls you into the future. And the clearer it is, the stronger it pulls. The more dynamic it is, the more it affects your life, your spirit, your heart, your soul. It also creates imagination. It gets your mind working on how to achieve that purpose. And if your mind will work, and if your heart works, and if your spirit works, and if you have good input, like good ideas, I'm telling you, there isn't anything you can't accomplish. So that's one of the great powers that'll make a variable of you, and that is purpose. You've got to keep dreaming. Ronald Reagan, president, said to the joint session of Congress a few weeks ago, "The Republic is a dream. And if we don't," from the children of Sanchez, it says, "Take the crumbs from starving soldiers, they won't die. Take the bread from hungry children, they won't cry. But without dreams, we all will die." You've got to dream. Don't lose your dreams for yourself, for your future, for your family. Do some dreaming. Resolve. Resolve says I will, two of the most powerful words in the language. Benjamin Disraeli said, nothing can resist a human will that will stake its existence on its purpose. Shortly put, I'll do it or die. Best definition of resolve I got from a little junior high girl, Foster City, California. I'm going through some words one day. I got to this one and I asked the kids, who can tell me what resolve means? Some didn't know, some tried. Interesting. The last one was the best. Little girl about 3 rows back, she said, I think I know, Mr. Rohn. I said, what? She said, I think resolve means promising yourself you will never give up. I said, that's the best I've ever heard. She's probably giving seminars somewhere today, right? I mean, that's the best I've heard. I asked the kids, how long should a baby try to learn how to walk? How long would you give your average baby? Before you say, hey, enough's enough. No! Any mother in the world would say, you're crazy. My baby is going to keep trying, what? Until. What a magic word. I want you to write it down. Until. Promise yourself you'll read the books until your skills change. You'll go to seminars until you get a handle on it. You'll listen to it until it makes sense. You'll go for it until you understand it. You'll practice it until you develop the skill. Never give up until, however long that is. Step by step, piece by piece, book by book, word by word, apple by apple. Walk around the block, walk around the block. Go for it. Don't miss the chance to grow. And resolve that you'll pay the price until you learn, change, grow, become. And then you'll discover some of life's best treasures when you pay disgust. Disgust is a negative emotion, but it can have a very positive, powerful effect. Disgust says, I've had it. What an important day that could be. I've had it. Wow. I met a beautiful, powerful, accomplished executive lady in New York. The company invited me to come in. This lady was the vice president, an extraordinary lady. I got to know her and I found out her story. I said, how did you get here? Big income. And she never went to never went to college, never went to university. I said, how did you get here? Executive, powerful, income. She said, well, let me tell you part of the scenario. She said, when I was a young mother a few years ago, she said, one day I asked my husband for $10. And he said, what for?
said. Before that day was over, I decided I would never, ever ask again. She said, I started studying opportunity, found it, took the classes, put myself through the schools, did the scenario. Now I'm vice president. I make a lot of money. And she said, I kept my promise. I've never, ever had to ask again. It's called a life-changing day. The day you say, enough is enough. Now, if you can add an act to your disgust, it helps. The man takes a shotgun to his car, blows out every window, destroys every tire, puts 100 rounds in it, and says, I've driven this embarrassing thing for the last time. And then he saves it. He saves it. And later when somebody says, how did you become rich and powerful? He says, let me show you this car. One day I'd had it up to here, I blew it to smithereens. Enough is enough. If you want to be wealthy and happy the rest of your life, just learn this lesson well. Learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. So instead of going after it, you work on yourself. Personal development. Because true happiness is not contained in what you get. Happiness is contained in what you become. To be successful, study success. If you wish to be happy, study happiness. If you wish to be wealthy, study wealth. Don't leave it to chance. Make it a study. Some people just go through the day with their fingers crossed. Educated. Standard education will get you standard results. And you can check those numbers and see if that's what you want. But if you want to go beyond that, you now have got to become self-educated. One way to learn is from your own experiences, but another way to learn is from other people's experiences. See, one book might save you 5 years if you read it. Did you know there's books on how to be stronger, more decisive, be a speaker, be a leader, have a better effect on other people, develop your personality? Did you know there's books on that? Did you know that hundreds of successful people have written their stories in books and they wrote down how they did it, and people don't read it? How would you explain that? Now, you don't have to read half the night, but put this in your notes, 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day, read something positive, something challenging, something inspirational, something instructional, at least 30 minutes a day. Become a good reader. Now, that's my opinion. Listen to the other lecturers and listen to me and make up your own mind. Don't be a follower, be a student. Here's the second way to find out how to change your life. And that's to listen. Get around successful. Now, let's talk about personal development. And in helping kids understand personal development, I always start with money. Now, money's not the only place to start. Money certainly isn't the only value, but we've all got to start somewhere, and money's something you can count. Right? Kids are interested in money. Okay. A lot of things are a little tougher to measure, but economics is pretty easy, right? Because you can count. Okay, somebody says, how are you doing? You say, I don't know. Let's count. Now, this is not the only count. I understand that. There's a lot of other things to count. But to see if there may be some errors in your judgment and lack of disciplines in your life, we might as well start with money. Because it's so easy to count. So let's just start there and see whether or not maybe we have messed up. Okay. So here's how I explain it to kids. We get paid for bringing value to the marketplace. Key to understanding economics. We get paid for bringing value to the marketplace. Marketplace is also described as reality. Promotions, no problem. Becoming more valuable to the company, I'm telling you, no problem. Money, no problem. Economics, no problem. Future, no problem. If you just go to work on the right thing. Not get things out there to change. Don't try to change the seed. Don't change the soil. Don't change the sunshine, don't change the rain, don't change the mix of seasons. Let the miracle of everything that's available work for you, and start working on the inside. Work on your philosophy, work on your attitude, work on your personality, work on your language, work on the gift of communication, work on all of your abilities. And if you'll start making those personal changes, I'm telling you, everything will change for you. Now let me give you another. Okay, number one was find out how things work. Here's number two. Go to work. If there's one thing to get excited over, that's it. Get excited over your ability to make yourself do the necessary things. What could you make yourself do starting tomorrow that would change it all? No! Tell it. Now see, that's exciting. On any given day, you can massively change the direction of your life. Now here's what else it takes for life change. Self-motivation. Key phrase, self-motivation. I don't know why we call it self-motivation. It's really the only kind there is. You got to motivate yourself. And you don't find out how it works, work it, but don't try to beat it. Some people learn just enough to start slicing it, shading it, thinning it, cutting corners, and looking for cheap answers. See, don't fall for that. You'll wind up with a cheap life. Like, look at the last 5. Because the next 5 are going to be like the last 5 unless you, major key, tomorrow, change it all. Or change a little, or change something, or don't change. It's choice time. You can do whatever you want. But it's nice to know any day you wish you can change your whole life. Let me give you the day that turns your life around as quickly as I can. I got 4 parts to the day that turns your life around, and then we're finished for the day. Number 1, discuss.
Vision. Vision is going to direct your life if you let it. Use it constructively. See what you want. Don't spend any time thinking of what you don't want. When you get a picture in here, make it big, make it beautiful. You'll be glad you did.
Continually feed your mind with clear, exciting, emotional pictures. Remember, your imagination is your preview of life's coming attractions.
Wow, so your brain doesn't really know the difference between, say that again?
Between something that happened in real life or something that you strongly visualize.
So you could create enough of a visualization for yourself if you really were to powerfully start to focus on it and do that and build that ability to visualize something that your brain at one point would have to think it's so true that the world would meet you and put it into your life. Wow.
One thing is for sure, I feel that I had the power to create my own destiny. I try to visualize every single thing in my life, not only believe it, but really feel it with every cell in my body. And I just want to send a message out there to every young person. Be in the present moment. Forget about what happened in the past. Future is something that is just going to happen. But if you want a better future, you create it. Take the means in your hands. Believe it. Create it.
If you can see it here, you can hold it here. If you can entertain the idea, you can cause it to move into form because you are in harmony or can be in harmony with the laws that govern your being. You can get in harmony with
I've had it. I've had it. I've had it. There's nothing more important. There is nothing more powerful than a made-up mind. Nothing more powerful than a made-up mind. I've had it. Freedom Friday, good morning, good morning. Grand Rising, good morning. Dr. Antoinette.
Grand Rising.
There you go. Over to you, Dr. Antoinette.
Okay, thanks, DJ. Again, Grand Rising, everyone. Welcome to Momentum Mornings, where we teach, learn, motivate, and assist to raise our Atomy business to the next level. At the appropriate time, we encourage you to participate. If you are new, let us know your name and who invited you. If you are a regular attendee, please share your positive experiences with us. We are glad you're here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to each and every one on the call today.
Of course, it's Freestyle Fridays. So on a Freestyle Friday, like today, we invite everyone to step up. You have a testimonial, you have a story, you want to tell us your journey. Last night was awesome on the Thursday night call, where we heard a testimonial about the pain patch. And it tends to be like that. We hear some wonderful stories. Yes. And we do it again on a Friday morning, Freestyle Freedom Fridays. So I'm going to invite anyone and everyone to today, this morning, to share your story. We love stories. And by the way, facts tell, but stories sell. I tell you this, don't tell people about the products. Don't tell people about Atomy. Don't tell the story. Share a story. And you'll see some amazing things happen. Let's take a minute and just introduce, for those who might be new with us this morning, we're going to share the wonderful story about a company called Atomy, and then we will share a little bit about the number one, the supplement that has been selling worldwide for the past 9 years, the number one selling herbal supplement. So we take a minute, we tell the story about the company, and then that product, it's called Hemohim, and then we'll open up for conversation. Here we go.
A company that builds its foundation on the right principles and keeps them without wavering. A company that reaches the world with integrity. A company that grows with its customers and shares generously along the way. We are Atomy. Since its founding in 2009, Atomy has continued its steady growth, becoming a global network marketing company that can be found all around the world. Beyond customer satisfaction, we have made our customers' success our first priority, and that commitment continues today. Providing exceptional quality at an affordable price, this is the essence of distribution and the core of Atomy's strength. From the beginning, Atomy has upheld its absolute quality, absolute price philosophy, which lives within every product we create, from health supplements to beauty, living, food, and home appliances. Hemohim has surpassed 3 trillion Korean won in cumulative sales, becoming Korea's #1 exported health functional food. Developed through the national project of the Korea Atomic Energy Research Institute, Hemohim has acquired 28 international patents as a single product, and in 2024 became the first in Korea to be certified for both immune enhancement and anti-fatigue functionality, setting new standards in the health functional food industry. Another flagship line, Absolute Skincare, has exceeded 1 trillion Korean won in cumulative sales. It became the first in the cosmetics industry to receive the Sejong Daewang Award and was selected as a next-generation world-class product by the Ministry of Trade, Industry, and Energy. Atomy practices customer-centric management in every aspect of its business. This dedication has earned us the honor of being the only company in the industry to to receive the Consumer-Centered Management Certification 3 years in a row. Since opening our U.S. branch in 2010, Atomy has expanded across Asia, South America, Oceania, and Europe, operating in 26 regions worldwide and becoming a global hub connecting producers and consumers. Our products continue to prove overwhelming popularity overseas, leaving Korea in health supplement exports and quasi-drug exports, earning the $300 million export tower and reaching $2 billion in cumulative exports by 2025. Following the launch of our EU branch, we plan further expansion into Africa, Central and South America, and other emerging markets by sourcing products around the world that meet absolute quality and absolute price, and delivering them through our global sales network. Atomy continues to advance its global sourcing, global sales strategy. Atomy's success system, designed and operated directly by the company, enables anyone to succeed, regardless of personal background or experience. It is the driving force that sets Atomy apart. Through dynamic seminars delivered both online and offline, we share Atomy's vision vividly with members worldwide. By merging business with culture, we present a global success system that transcends time and space. To support our global members, we operate the ACT project to cultivate leadership and strengthen capabilities. We also opened the Songnisan Forest, reborn as the center of Atomy's brand experience offering programs and spaces dedicated to success. Atomy is now taking a step further, preparing A-Care, a wellness curation solution designed to enrich every aspect of life beyond physical health. With data-driven personalization and AI-powered care, we help members achieve a balanced lifestyle. To uphold Atomy's principles of absolute quality and absolute price, we empower our partner companies to focus fully on quality. Payments are made in cash within 1 week of delivery. Interest-free operating funds are provided when needed, and a joint quality management system ensures consistent excellence. Through these commitments, we build a virtuous cycle of accompanied growth. Atomy strives for sustainable coexistence with the planet. Through plastic-free initiatives, biodegradable materials, eco-friendly packaging, and resource regeneration efforts. Atomy's culture of sharing stands at the highest level, not only in direct selling, but across the entire distribution industry in Korea. Over the past 3 years, our donation to revenue ratio has been nearly 30 times higher than that of major retailers, ranking #1 among Korea's top 500 companies. These efforts have earned Atomy accolades in sustainability, public service, family-friendly management, and Great Place to Work Asia's Best Companies to Work For. Atomy's spirit of sharing has spread far beyond Korea, with employees, partners, and members around the world joining in social contribution activities. The company that upholds its principles as it shapes a new culture of distribution. The company trusted by people around the world as it continues to grow globally. The company that looks beyond customer satisfaction and strives for customer success. The company that values the spirit at its core. We are proud. Atomy.
Yes, we are. We are proud Atomy. And my, the week has ended. Happy Friday. the week has ended so quickly. So, good morning to Mr. Elvis, Mr. Ted. Hey, Victor. Great to see you again. Hi, Sylvia. Hello, Nellie. And Patience and Margaret. Good to see you, Margaret and Jacques and Florence, Eugenio. It's Friday. So I was tired this morning. Okay. And Ode and hi, Anne. Mr. Benjamin, good to see you. Where it's very cold, I know, up there in Alaska at this time. Hi, Sabrina. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. We have come to the end of another week. 24 days. And we're almost at the end of the month. 30 days of magic. If you fall down, try to land on your back. If you can look up, you can get up. Mr. Jim Rohn this morning said, I've had enough. He says, ask. Some amazing things can happen when you ask. And all I'm saying is that there's nothing more powerful than a made up mind. So we're not going to rush the microphone just about now. We're going to take our time and unmute. No need to hurry. No problem. Don't rush the microphone, but I'm inviting everyone this morning just to be kind and be nice, unmute. No noise. And just give us your story, give us your testimonial. Let's hear the stories today. If there's a question, ask the question. But this is your show, it's your time. So, if you're new, by the way, if anyone is here for the first time, we invite you to unmute. The microphone button is to the bottom of your device, left-hand corner. You just tap it, unmute yourself, give us your story, who invited you, and when you're done, you tap it again, signaling, muting your call, and we will proceed. So the floor is open. It's game time. Let's go. Can you believe it? Ode, what's going on? Ode, no one is telling any stories this morning, Ode? Dr. Antoinette, I don't believe it.
I believe there's people out there that can give some good stories. Let us hear. Any challenges or successes you can share?
I think I know what's happening, Dr. Antoinette. I think I know what's happening.
What?
Yeah, we forgot to take our him this morning. So let's just hurry and get the him going and
Right, right.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Don't forget to take
I
your
think
him.
I think I saw that on a Zoom call where people were taking Hemohim together on the call.
Yes, we might have to start doing that. So, so who's first? No pressure. Do da do da do. Do da do da do. Do da do 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 do.
Come on, Mr. J.
Hey, Margaret.
How you doing? Hi.
What's going on, Margaret?
Oh,
Talk to
everything
me.
is good. I just want to share
Talk
about
to
the
me.
patches.
Talk to me.
Um,
Talk to me. Talk to me.
the
What's going
patches.
on?
I was excited to hear about they were increasing more of the patches. Um, I had one of my cousins. She been having a lot of pain in her body, especially in her back and her hip area. And I went to see her on Sunday evening. She was in such a lot of pain. So I had some of the patches on me. So I asked her what was she hurting at. So she was sharing with me she was hurting in her back and the lower part of her hip. So I put the patches that I had on me. I gave her one of them. And I put the patch on the pain where the area where she was having pain at. And because she had been going back and forth to the doctor, surgery and all this stuff. So I checked on her yesterday and asked her how was her back and how was she feeling. She said her back felt so much better from the pain that she was in. She said she slept all night and her pain was really, was much better, much better. So I told her that about the pain patches that we have. So I'm gonna get her a box of them to give to her. And also, I fell. I fell about 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and I twisted my ankle a little bit, and I was in so much pain. And I didn't have the patches at that time, but one of my friends had the patches. She gave me um one of her patches, and because I had swelling in that ankle, and it just was so painful. And I forgot about the patch. So when she gave me the patch and I put the patch on my ankle, and I'm telling you that next day I was like a brand new person. That swelling had went down. The pain was gone. And I thought I gonna have to go to the doctor, but I didn't. So those pain patches are wonderful. And
Yes.
I'm just gonna get no, I'm gonna get a couple of them to keep on me and in my car. Cause like hearing the testimony on the other night, a lot of time people we all be in pain and stuff, and those pain patches are miracle workers. So I'm gonna keep some on me. But I just want to share that about the pain patches, how they're working. They works real good. And I'm painless. I don't have any pain. I'm pain free. So yes, those pain patches are God sent. Yes.
Thanks for sharing, Margaret. The truth is, the absolute truth is, those those patches do work. Uh, and here is what I would love to suggest to everyone on the Momentum Morning show this morning. You know, a lot of folks out there are in pain. I don't want to call it the pain patch. It's really an oil patch with the eucalyptus and the peppermint. It's a herbal oils. But here's the thing: headache, nauseousness, menstrual cramps, and we could go on and on. Wherever there is that discomfort in the body, you take up the pain patch, you cut it because it's fairly they're fairly uh, the size of your palm. Okay, some of you have small hands, not a big hand like mine, but it doesn't really matter. You can cut it in half and quarters, whatever it is.
Mm.
Yes. No, let me just get it here. Okay. All right, folks. Just remember we are recording our show, so please just be ever so observant of your microphone. Sometimes we forget. Just keep yourselves muted unless and until you are going to make a contribution to the call. Okay, so we are talking about the ethereal oil patch, and I am strongly urging all of us to keep a box or several of these boxes in the toolkit. You don't want to go out, go on the road, or whatever it is. You want to keep them in close proximity because ever so often, you're going to encounter that guest, that customer, that friend, that family member that is enduring the pain. It's a good entry into the business. It's a good way to introduce yourself and who you are, what you do. You absolutely wouldn't believe the amount of people out there that are in pain. A next product that I would strongly urge that we keep in the toolkit, in the toolbox, is the green propolis spray. That thing is so powerful. Okay, for those of us who travel, those of you who are the globe trotters and going in and out of public bathroom and public spaces, you know, it's a funny smell. It's a that smell is not right. You don't have to take it. You just spray it around you, spray it in your face, and all of that uh, stuff that is not pleasant, not good for your health. It neutralizes it. The first sign of the sniffle and the sneezing, and it's allergy season, you take care of business. Okay? Your vitamin C packets, you want to work with them. Hey, try this vitamin C. The amazing thing that will happen within minutes of taking that vitamin C. Your apple-phenon, your pomegranate jelly stick, the noni pouch. It comes in pouches, and you kind of want to have these things in close proximity so that you can separate yourself from the hustlers. You need to have your products nearby so you can advertise. You can get the testimonials out there. So enough of me. I really would love to just sit back and allow Margaret and others this morning to just share, share. Mr. Igor, good to see you, Mr. Igor. Always a pleasure. Okay, so it's Freestyle Fridays, and so we bring the testimonials and the stories to the conversation, and we strengthen and edify each other. Let's go. If I have to, I'll call you out. You don't want me to do that. Dr. Antoinette, I am in a state of shock. I thought that I'll be having to shut people down and tell them that they only have a minute left to share. I don't believe this.
I don't understand it either.
Crazy. No stories to tell.
Maybe they can chime in and just tell us why they don't want to talk.
Wow, this is unbelievable. I'm allergic to this, but so it is.
Well, I'll say
Hello.
something. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead. Yes.
I
Please
am
go ahead.
on the road. It's Sylvia.
Hey,
CJ, I
Sylvia.
have a problem with my phone, so I don't know how much it will work on the road. This is
Well, yes, it
about the
seems to
green propeller spray. Are you hearing me?
yes, we are hearing you very well. Go right ahead.
Yes, about the green propeller spray. My dog Marley has an experience of allergy, and I
Yeah,
sprayed it in his mouth as
yeah,
directed, and it has really helped him immensely. Immensely. So I'm just
yeah.
putting it out there
Mm.
to let people
Of
know
course,
how good it
of course.
is, and they can use it with their dogs. And
Yes,
that's their pets on the whole, not the dogs alone.
yes.
Another thing is that I was experiencing problem with my when I eat, it's like the food doesn't really digest. And
Mm-hmm.
I take the probiotic And I didn't even know when it disappeared, but it's no longer there. I'm not having that experience anymore. So this is a very good product, which I can really recommend to anybody who has similar problem.
Okay. Thank you, Sylvia. And it seems to me that you definitely having a internet issue. You know, I think it's maybe your home. Something's going on there because we're hearing you very well this morning. Now that you're on
But
the road,
sorry,
but
I'm okay. It's all right. I'll go get it. Check out. I'll check it out, CJ.
you might need to do that. And
Yes,
say hi to Mr. Marley for me. I look for. I hope I'll meet Mr. Marley one of these days soon.
he's right here. Look.
Oh, really?
Yes, he's right here in the back of the car.
Yeah. Say hi to Mr. Marley for me,
I
please.
surely will, CJ. I surely will.
Thank you so much. I know I'll meet
Okay.
you sometime soon. Okay.
Yes, you will meet Marley and you will love him.
Of course, of course, of course. Absolutely. All right.
All right. Okay, bye.
All right. So back to Margaret. So they you twisted your ankle, you said? How is it,
No, what happened?
Margaret? Are you there? I guess she's muted. Okay. Where the testimony is at? Where the story is at? This is unbelievable. It's Freestyle Fridays.
I'm here.
Okay.
I was
So
trying to get my phone unmuted. This is Margaret.
okay, Margaret. So how's the ankle? You
Oh,
twisted it? Mm-hmm.
it's fine now. Yes.
Okay. Great, 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 great. So, Margaret, I'm really, really wanting to piggyback on your testimonial and to
Mhm.
encourage all of my people to 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 be to not be backward, but to come forward with the with your I won't say the pain patch because it's not it can soothe pain, but it does more than the joint pain. It you can use it all over the body, you know.
Yes, I saw that last night when y'all was showing the lady was doing the talking about the patches, and she had the different pictures of different parts of your body that you can apply those patches. I saw that last night.
Okay. So get your toolbox,
Mm-hmm.
get your kit, and make sure that you have in the toolbox your stuff like the pain patch, if you call it that, or the oil patches. You want to
Yeah.
keep on hand, one or two the green properly spray. You want to have those vitamin C 2000 packets. You know,
Right.
the
Mm-hmm.
energy level is low. Folks are not jumping. They're all out of sorts. The vitamin C, it is so good. It energizes. Um, I would say the uh, the the pomegranate beauty. Okay.
What
Um,
is that for?
okay. I tell you what. Let's see if we can feature the that product real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so let's keep sharing while I bring it up. And then we can talk about the pomegranate beauty.
Uh-huh.
Let's have some sharing in the timing while I pull it up.
Hey, CJ, morning.
Who's that?
Elvis,
Yes, Elvis.
what happening?
What's going on, Elvis?
I'm good, I'm good. Question, I'm just asking if there's different kinds of vitamin C
What's the
or
question
just
about vitamin C? I didn't hear the question.
no, I'm just asking if there are different kinds of vitamin C in the store or just the same packet.
All right. Well, to begin with, Atomy vitamin C is way above its peers. Um, Let me pull it up here real quick. The vitamin C. Okay, let's go to the let's talk about the pomegranate beauty first. Are you seeing my screen, Elvis? Okay,
Yeah, I can see the screen.
Margaret. Okay, expand product details. Okay. Uh, okay. May help to moisturize the skin. May help women in menopause. Take 2 packets daily. The fruit for beauty for women's health. Okay, from the days of Cleopatra. Okay, Korean patented, English patent. I'm gonna concentrate. Okay, how is Atomic pomegranate beauty different? It's concentrated with increased ellagic acid. Okay, okay. Pomegranate cutting, peeling, compression, sterilization, enzyme treatment, filtration, concentration ingredient. Comes from Turkey, Antalya. Okay. And I know that Dr. Antoinette can help us explain the core ingredients being the ellagic acid and what it does. I know you're brimming with that kind of information. Rich in ellagic acid, the main component of the pomegranate concentrate. Uh, and 2 packets of the jelly stick is equal to 26 glasses of pomegranate fruit juice. Can you imagine that? What else do we have here? Skin moisture, uh, women's health, tasty, delicious.
So, this is Dr. Lloyd here. Uh, the answer to his question, yes, there are different forms of vitamin C. Most oral forms are, it's in the form of ascorbic acid, but there are other vitamin C acids, so it's different forms. The answer is yes. Why did you ask? What is your concern or?
I asked the question because he said vitamin C 2000, and I as if to me I didn't see 2000 on my
Okay,
tube.
so you're talking about the milligrams, the amount. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not
One is stronger than the other one.
CJ
The
can
5,000 is less strength, but the 2,000 is more strength.
Okay.
Okay.
Well.
So, so we have on, if you look
Thank
on
you
your
very
screen
much.
there, why is Atomic Vital Mega Vitamin 2000 special? Okay, antioxidant boost with 1 packet a day, uh, formulated with 7 different fruits and vegetables, uh, easy to carry stick packets for convenient vitamin C boost. The product details. This is what I love about Atomy. It tells you what's in the product. 2,000 milligrams, as Dr. Antrent was saying, ascorbic acid, 1,000 milligrams, uh, sodium 20 milligrams, other ingredients, can't pronounce that. Okay, maltodextrin, rice bran powder, lemon juice concentrate, sodium citrate, orange juice concentrate, lemon oil, and it goes on and on. What is vitamin C? functions of vitamin C. Perhaps Dr. Anthony can
Yeah,
help me there.
I was just looking at the packet. I haven't gotten the product yet, but I'm just looking online at the Atomy store to look at the labeling, and it looks like it's each serving is 500 milligrams, and most vitamin C on the market, if you buy it, each tablet is 500. So if you want 2,000 milligrams, then you take 4 tablets. You can take it 2 at a time, twice a day, or 1 at a time, but that's how you get the 2,000 milligrams, is by taking the appropriate amount of 4 of the 500. Does that answer your question, Elvis?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And Elvis, we see here where it is formulated with 7 different fruits and vegetables: lemon juice, orange powder, mango juice, pomegranate powder, tangerine extract, pumpkin extract, strawberry concentrated powder. Okay. Take a packet anytime, anywhere. Okay, so this is something that I would put my phone number on, or my name, and have it ready to just offer to my people. So convenient. Down the Hattrick water. I just put it in my mouth straight. Take it with fresh juice mixed with carbonated water. Comparison with vitamin C content in fruits and vegetable based on 100 grams. Okay, it gives a breakdown. Apple, peach, bell pepper, passion fruit, lotus fruit, broccoli, mandarin, orange, lemon, strawberry, kiwi, pepper. Okay, so what I love about going into the shopping mall, Elvis, every time you go in and you find the product, you click on expand for details, and it's amazing what we learn about all these products, all plant-based. So I am really happy that the information is all there. I hope that helped. Any other question, Elvis?
No, I'm good for now. I'm all right. I understand.
Okay. All right. So, no testimonials, that's it? Okay. All right. This is,
This is the most anticipated product of the year, the brand new lifetime free wireless Wi-Fi router.
This HemoHim product is pretty incredible, really quick. I just want you to understand, the newcomers, that this HemoHim was not produced, again, for the general mass, which is us. It was originated in a laboratory that's funded by the Republic of South Korea's government, so the taxpayers of South Korea, actually, we need to thank them. They are funding this company just like us. We pay taxes in the U.S. Our tax dollars go to the federal government, Pentagon, NASA, so on and so forth. So this product, what is it? For those of you that are wondering, please don't just take it because
No sound.
you to take it. You need to figure out and do your own due diligence and research to see why this product is working for you. First thing, this product is not just for sick people. It is not a medicine. It will not fix your ailment. But what it will do is it will enhance your lifestyle. The reason why is when you ingest this, it will kickstart your natural killer cells. That means it's your first line of your immunity defense system. As we are aging, I look around the room and majority of us are in the baby boomer era, 1946 to 1964. On top of that, we're living longer because we're eating better, we're drinking better. So the longer you live, the more we have to fight aging, in essence. This HemoHim will protect your first line of defense. If your first line of defense in your immune system is damaged, you will be guaranteed to get sick. You will not be able to fight off any deadly pathogens that may come your way. So please take this seriously. Don't just take one and think something's going to happen, because we have something called body mass, right? So minimum, like my size, I take about 4 a day. Right? I love it because it makes me feel good. It gives me energy. It will balance out my red and white blood cells, and this oxygenates your blood. Something that is very, very important, because we can live out without certain organs, but if I strip all the blood and oxygen out of your human body, you will become a corpse, period. So this is a very, very serious product. Please try it. If you don't like it, it's okay. You will get used to it. Give any of our products at least 30 days before you say no.
Say about this dude, because he sues everybody for saying everything. That was
Okay. So I had to go there with the product HemoHim this morning. We don't want to wait until something happens. We do not want to wait until the body begins to complain before we get our HemoHim. This thing boosts your immune system. It provides energy. Like, I guess folks are not, maybe didn't take your HemoHim this morning because the energy isn't there. But anyway, I urge us to be about our HemoHim. It works. Okay, she takes 4 per day. I only take 2. And remember, first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, you take your HemoHim. All right. So before we go this morning, I do want to share a little bit about, I believe in financial wellness. It is a part of our overall wellness conversation. So I'll just take a quick minute to talk about living trust. Don't know how many of us know about the living trust and wills. I don't believe that wills are the way to go. The will is not something that I would recommend. Why? Because it brings with it probate. It exposes your business, all your affairs. I would really want to encourage all of us to take a minute and review our insurance, our wills, our trusts. All these are things that are so very important. If the mind is right, the body is right. We don't want to stress about these things. So let me just take this a quick little video about living trust. So let's talk about it. And it's time for us to get our financial wellness in place. There are those who it's now April, and a wellness, a financial checkup has not been done. These are things that we need to do. Take a minute and review those life insurance policies with this living benefits, etc., long-term care. We need to be on top of all of these things. So let's just take a quick minute and talk about living trust.
Hey, listen up. Are you a real estate investor or considering starting investing in real estate?
Hey, estate planning attorney Paul Rabelais, and this is going to be a fast overview of what a living trust is and why so many people utilize them as part of their overall estate planning legal program. So for starters, whenever someone dies with assets titled in their name, assets like their home, rental property, shares of stock, certificates of deposit, business interests, all of those assets that I just referred to are typically referred to as probate assets. And upon your death, whether you have a will or not, these probate assets will be frozen, and your surviving family members or heirs will not be able to sell or access these assets until they go through the court and attorney involved probate process, which many people perceive as time-consuming, expensive, and just an all-around hassle, because in many cases it is all of those things. A quick side note that you, in addition to owning probate assets, you may also have assets in your name that do not require the involvement of attorneys, judges, and court orders to gain assets. This includes assets like life insurance and retirement accounts that have beneficiaries listed on the account information paperwork. These assets are often referred to as non-probate assets. So some people, in an attempt to keep their survivors and heirs from having to go through the probate process, establish what's called a living trust. Here's the idea. Create what's called a revocable living trust that you can change anytime. Transfer title of your probate assets to your trust. The key is things in a trust don't go through the court and attorney involved probate process at the courthouse when you die. And the trust states who's in charge of your trust when you die. That person's often called the successor trustee. The trust instrument states what happens to the trust assets when you die. It serves as a replacement to your will insofar as the trust assets goes. And upon your death, that successor trustee that you named, often a family member, has the authority to distribute those trust assets to the trust beneficiaries in accordance with the terms of the trust instrument. A few other quick points worth addressing. In case you happen to have a trust and still die with probate assets that are titled in your name, when you have a trust, you'll also need a will, typically referred to as a pour-over will, because it provides that upon your death, those probate assets that are in your name will go through the probate assets to be retitled or poured over into your trust. Also, as part of your entire you'll also have things like a durable or property power of attorney, a healthcare power of attorney, and a living will, so that if during your lifetime you can't transact for yourself or you can't make your own medical decisions, you'll have the instruments in place so that your financial and healthcare wishes are honored by the appropriate people. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below. We'll see you next time.
Okay, so take care of your business, your financial wellness checkup. January, February, March, it's now April. If you have not done it, it's time to take care of business. The trust will always win over the will. The will exposes you, assets get tied up. Probate, revocable trust is the way to go. So I got to go there. It's wellness in every direction. Okay, so that's the wrap for Freestyle Fridays. We take a break for the weekend. 2 in 24. 2 in 24 hours. Grow your business. Get into your back office. Know your products. And let's get busy with it. Any last words, Dr. Antoinette, before we go? Ode, any last words for us? Okay. Well,
sorry, CJ, I'm busy. But
yes.
have a good weekend, everyone. Enjoyed the meeting today. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ode. Well, family, we've come to the end of another Momentum Morning week. You know, a lot of sharing, and sharing is caring. Last night was great on the Thursday night call. I invite and encourage all of us to try and make our way to those calls on Thursdays, because it really, really is very informative as far as the products are concerned. You know, we need to learn, as Igor says, learn the products. It helps. The pain patch, let's get that in our toolkit. The the noni pouches, the vitamin C 2000, Elvis. You can give those away. A lot comes in the box, and it really, really is powerful. Boost of energy. So don't go out there empty-handed. Have your products ready to share, to share, to share. Well, that's it for me. That's it for me today. I don't know if anyone has anything to say before we go.
Thank you so much, CJ. It's been an enjoyable week.
Yes, Nelly, it was. I enjoyed it. I look forward to this engagement every day. I really do. And I thank you, Nelly, for you know, sharing and for being in the house. And we have miles to go. I promise you, Nelly, we are going to close out this year strong. And I want to see us graduate from just being distributors to be crusaders, true crusaders. We have some wonderful products in the store, and when Pastor Strozier shared how, as he was there Ubering, a customer came in his car, was writhing in pain, and he was able not only to get the person to their destination, but was also able to relieve that person, help that person out of pain. And so many folks are around us that are in pain. They can't even focus. They can't even concentrate. And you wonder why they're being so irritable and so agitated. Yeah, they're in pain, but they don't even know. So thanks, Nelly. Thanks for sharing. Okay, so we're out of here. Aja, Aja, Aja.
Aja,
Aja,
aja, aja. Have a
Aja, yeah.
great weekend, everyone.
Aja, have a great weekend.
Everyone, goodbye. Have a good weekend.